Do you want to be considered a beginner or expert Amazon seller? If you want to be considered an expert, you obviously need to know the Amazon internal lingo. And I'm going to be showing you it in today's video. Now, we're going to be going over the essentials plus some extras. And even if you're an advanced seller, you may learn something new. So we got FBA and FBM. So FBA is fulfilled by Amazon. That's where you see the Prime badge most of the time. Everybody gets 2-day shipping. Yay, that's FBA. FBM is if I'm shipping it myself, someone orders my tennis ball, ship it myself, fulfilled by merchant. FBA, filled by Amazon. FBM, filled by merchant. Pause if you need a explanation. You can see exactly how it works in this little image that I created. So you can also look at Get Started with Fulfilled by Amazon. It kind of explains what Fulfilled by Amazon is, how to use FBA, Fulfilled by Amazon, and then all these different channels on how it works. So just go through that. Next is going to be your net margin. So a lot of people will ask this, what's your net margin? What's your net margin, right? So a great thing is if you're selling a product, maybe I made $1 million selling this product. I made $1 million, right, in revenue. But my costs were $2 million. So I actually lost $1 million. So my net margin is negative, right? So what's your net profit, net margin at the end of the day? And you can get this, and so you can see what your net margin is. And this is a great percentage. If your net margin is 30% or higher, you're doing pretty good. So if I'm selling a product again, let's say I'm Samsung and I make this for $10 and I sell it for $1,000, my net margin is probably going to be very high. So you want to pretty much buy products for low, sell them for very high, and your net margin will be high as well. The next thing is going to be for Amazon advertising, and there's going to be two main ones, is ACoS and ACoS, right? You can pronounce it however you want, but that's usually how it's pronounced. And it's advertising cost of sale is the one on the left, and the one on the right is total Amazon cost of sale. The lower the better for ACoS. The lower the better for ACoS, okay? Sometimes they call them tacos, right? But if you're running ads, here's an ad. We spent $15. We made $150. Our ACoS is 9%, right? You want it to be as low as possible. So 1%, like if you're running a race, you want to be number one, you want to get it down to like 1% if possible, right? But if you're in like the top 3, you're like, oh, I'm doing pretty good. And if I run multiple campaigns, so if I run this and maybe I have a different product and another product, I can combine all of them and then I get the total ACoS or the tacos. This just sounds funny. Okay, inventory health. This is a big one as well. You're going to hear all the time, IPI score. We have LTSF, long-term storage fee. So if you have long-term storage, you have too many, I sent in 1 million tennis balls and I only sell 100 a month. I'm probably going to have tennis balls for years at Amazon. And they're going to hit me with a long-term storage fee. So you want to make sure that's resolved. Next is going to be IPI score, inventory performance index score, right? So how is your inventory performing? You want it to be in that healthy margin. And a lot of people use OOS. I'm OOS, out of stock. We don't want to be OOS. We don't want to be out of stock. You can go to your inventory performance dashboard, right? And then you can see your IPI score right here, 455. Anything above 450 is good. And then next we've got GTIN, and then we have ASIN, and we have SKU, and then we have FNSKU. A lot of stuff. So we've got GTIN, and that's just your global ID. So if you're going to Walmart and you're going grocery shopping and you got your box of cereal, you scan it, beep. Oh, what's on the bottom? That's your GTIN most of the time, right? Then you have your ASIN or ASIN. That's just Amazon's determination of your product. So we can go here. Let's say I'm looking at my Power Beats. Okay, Power Beats. And so, bro, I can't find it. What's the ASIN? Oh, it's right here. So look, you can just type in the ASIN. So if you copy the ASIN, it usually starts with B as in boy. You type it in, click enter, and then usually the product will just show up. Some ads will show up too, but your product will usually show up. SKU, that's just like your internal SKU. So you got your ASIN, but you also need a SKU as well. So you can just make that up. You can put Josh tennis ball or something like that, or Josh product 001. Only you really know that. The seller doesn't know that. And then FNSKU. This is Amazon's barcode. So we went, GTIN is like everybody's barcode, right? So if you're going to a store, every store has like the same, and you buy Fruit Loops, every box has the same barcode. Well, Amazon might say, hey, look, since this isn't your brand, I want you to make your own barcode, and we're going to call it an FNSKU. So instead of having this Fruit Loops barcode, Amazon says to cover that barcode with a new one. And the new barcode is called an FNSKU. Only Amazon uses this, and Amazon sometimes forces sellers to cover the old barcode and put a new barcode because Amazon gets confused. And sometimes, like if you send in boxes of Fruit Loops and somebody else does, Amazon might accidentally combine them. And then like you're stealing other people's inventory. Weird stuff, I know. But anyway, that's pretty much the gist of the biggest things that you can learn on Amazon in terms of acronyms. But I hope you learned something new. That's it for today's video. If you want more Amazon videos, tell me what to cover next in the comments. If you learned something new, drop a like. And if you're an Amazon seller, I highly recommend subscribing to our channel because we're giving away great content that's going to help you in your Amazon journey. If you need help with increasing sales or anything mentioned in this video, there's a link right in the description to contact us or schedule a call. We specialize in everything Amazon and happy to help you in your Amazon journey. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO of BHP Consulting Group, signing out.